Those who defeat Baby Belle will receive the limitless blessing of the Dragon King. Travelers from the dry lands, I'll make this short, so listen well, turds. Unfortunately, the palace has been hit with unprecedented disaster. Figure out the details on your own time, turds. Any turds, our great Dragon King fended off the creature. But the young sea monster keeps returning to the palace. We tried to tame it to guard the palace as a big dog, but failed. And now His Majesty has succumbed to illness. Oh, sad times, turds. You land dwellers defeated the monster's mother. Well then, for Shell's sake, defeat the fiend when it returns, turds. Those who defeat Baby Belle will receive the limitless blessing of the Dragon King. Your noble deed sent shivers down my shell, turds. His Majesty wishes to personally give you praise. A land dweller granted an audience with His Majesty. It is the highest of honors, turds. Hurry along now.
Come. Land hero who defeated Big Dog, you stand front of Dragon King.
Ah, so it is you, the one who saved us from misfortune.
His Majesty not well. Must give rabbit liver. Very fresh, full of river and mountain energy. Tasted then gave Majesty. Had much good taste.
Enough with the damned rabbit liver! I've tried many, only to taste dung in my mouth. Is there no proper medicine? Leave us. I will speak with the traveler alone. Come closer.
Traveler, go near. We step back.
I don't even have the strength to speak. Someone, go and tell them to be quiet outside. I was not heavily injured from the monster attack. And alas, the rabbit livers did nothing to alleviate my condition. I'm beginning to believe you may be the cure. If you help me, I shall pronounce you savior of the king. You see, my daughter is missing. She went up to dry land and disappeared. The Sea Palace is one of many gateways to the Netherworld. Not long ago, my daughter managed to damage that gate. I know not why, but she angered Granny Death and was turned into a mongrel. I made difficult arrangements to summon the Wolf Kebi, but to no avail. In the hope she'd repent and regain her form, I exiled my daughter to dry land. I placed her in Mr. Turt's care. But the shell-cracked buffoon lost the princess! She was constantly curious of the land above. Perhaps she's found the opportunity to run around. To explore.
That's right, Turt. Saw it myself. Her Highness destroyed the gate to the Netherworld. She seemed anxious, Turt. The Palace Maidens tried their best, but couldn't stop her from, like, looking beyond the gate. No idea what she saw, but she suddenly freaked out and fell down, Turt. She just started smashing the gate with her bare hands, screaming, "No, it cannot be!" Turt.
Yet again, my father told me I'm too young to go up to dry land. Huh. Just try and stop me. I mean, I'm all grown up now. During my first secret venture onto dry land, I met a monster. It might have eaten me, if not for the human child I met. I also saw the children playing a fascinating game. I wanted to play too, but, I could not figure out how. Then that first boy I met singled me out and called me a weak leek? The other children all laughed, and then they let me join in. We played until sundown, on the way to eat. I asked, "Weak leek? What's a weak leek?" And he just grinned and said,
Auntie, over here! 2 bowls of meat gookbap, with lots of leeks, please.
It was so delicious. The sharp taste of the leeks blended surprisingly well with the gukbap. I haven't seen that child again for some time. Could it be that Auntie Aryong gobbled him up? I'm so worried. I know I shouldn't be, but a little peek into the Netherworld gate couldn't hurt, right?
A strange dog? Oh, there's so many of them. Ooh, come to think of it, I did see a rather peculiar one. It wagged its tail at the grannies, begging for leeks. Can you believe it? A dog with a taste for leeks. Funny thing is, it thought other dogs would like them as well. It took some to the other dogs, but they only growled at it. The pup whimpered, and I fully expected them to pounce on the poor thing. But a kid stepped in to save it. Who was it again, dear?
It's the kid who became an orphan overnight. Oh, they say his parents went mad, eyes glowing red before dropping dead. Folks whispered they were cursed by the Odukshini. Poor kid, the looks people gave him. Maybe the child sympathized with the bullied dog. He seemed to find some strength after taking care of it. That may be so, but I have a feeling he won't stay for long. The village kids are bullying him, calling his family cursed and whatnot. Hush, Mongu. What's gotten into you? Is there something over there?
What do we do? Now we're gonna get cursed too!
I told you, didn't I? I told you we should leave Hoon alone until after the funeral.
Didn't think he'd get knocked out with one stone! I knew he was weak, but not that weak! Ah! Didn't think he'd get knocked out with one stone! Huh? Well...
Just tell him. We could get in big trouble.
Thing is, Hoon's family was cursed by the Addons. We just wanted to make him go away so we don't get cursed too. But we threw one stone and bam, he got knocked out cold. I wasn't trying to really hurt him. Honest.
Ah, you big idiot. Don't tell him everything. Oh, let's run for it.
It's all that stupid dog's fault. He only got hit because the dog distracted him. Hold up. The torch. Where's our torch? Did we leave it there?
I did it! I'm so glad I wasn't too late. Why can't people understand dog barks? Oh, and you are? Huh? Hey! I'm not barking anymore! I'm free of the curse! Oh, it was so frustrating! And... I saved my friend! I stopped that dreaded fate from coming to pass! I did it! I couldn't find my friend and got worried, so I peeked through the Netherworld gate, and I saw a vision. I saw my precious friend burning to death. I was so shocked I banged on the gate as hard as I could. Anyway, what am I to do with him? He has no place in the village, and nowhere else to go. Oh, I know! Let's head back to the Sea Palace. I'll take care of him.
dear child! You've returned to me, and no longer a mongrel.
Father, I have a request.
A request? Did something else happen on the surface?
Sort of. Please, allow my friend to stay here. He has nowhere else to go.
This is no place for someone like him. The palace is a gateway to the Netherworld. It would take great consideration to accept one as a resident through marriage, let alone a child who is still alive. Oh, my dear. Have you not learned of this? Summon Flounder, the princess's tutor, at once. This is unacceptable.
Well, if I were to marry this boy, would you then accept him into the palace?
What? What did you say? Marriage? Oh, dear. Oh dear.
Majesty shot. Can no speak. No, no. Very bad.
Father? Father! Can you hear me? Please talk to me!
Not a day goes by without commotion. The Netherworld Gate tempts me greatly. The Sea Palace is one of many gateways to the Netherworld. Not long ago, my daughter managed to damage that gate. I know not why, but she angered Granny Death and was... I wonder who the princess...
Move your shell, Mr. Turd! Go! Win! Beat Miss Mio's bushy tail, Turd! What am I doing? Watching Mr. Turd facing off against Miss Mio, Turd!
My money's on Miss Mio. 100%, Turt. Kind-hearted Mr. Turt doesn't stand a chance against that sly rabbit.
Don't you have any shame? Taking the Earfoot's side? As a subject of the Dragon King, Turt? Who's making Mr. Turt suffer now, Turt? Can you really call yourself a subject of the Sea Palace? Everyone lost their Turton minds over these great rewards. It's all because of that choking... Choron. Whatever. Human Turt!
Where there are secrets to be found, we'll be around. We are the Chorong merchants, the flame that cannot be snuffed out. Oh my, for us to meet here at the Sea Palace. I am Hyunyong of the Chorong Merchant Guild, the flame that weathers any storm. But what am I doing here? I am the judge presiding over this race between Miss Mio and Mr. Turt over there. I certainly didn't come here with that intention, however. I was keeping tabs on Miss Mio, who purchased a certain scroll on dough arts from me. Turns out, Miss Mio seems to have read it incorrectly, and called forth a giant sea monster that the Dragon King barely managed to drive off. As a result, the Sea Palace's water veins froze, making it impossible to control the waves. So, this is her punishment for endangering the palace, running atop the frozen veins. As a result, the Sea Palace's water veins froze. Well, Miss Mio and Mr. Turt sought me out together. And I haven't yet unraveled the truth of their tale. Even when pressed about the scroll, all they offered up were half-baked excuses.
Those two are always bickering, saying, it's your fault, and no, it's your fault. Ugh. Watching them go back and forth like that is shell-splittingly hilarious, Turt.
Perhaps it's a way to relieve the tension of sea monster invasion. It seems like onlookers are gathering one by one, betting amongst themselves. It's bet on the outcome of this race between Mr. Turt and Miss Meow. However, in this poor sea palace, there seems to be no worthy reward for the winner. So I ended up stepping in to be the judge. After all, the Chorong Merchant Guild has many a coveted, prize-worthy treasure. In truth, I volunteered to win the favor of these fair citizens, so I may uncover the secrets hidden within this enchanting underwater palace. There is nothing the Chorong merchants should be unaware of in the realm of the morning light. So, I hope you can lend us your most gracious and noble aid. I would greatly appreciate if you could ask Miss Meow and Mr. Turt, on my behalf, for what reason they sought that mystical scroll from me. I'm busy overseeing this race and taking care of the winner of the wager, you see. Meeting those two should be quite simple, though. You go and make a show of placing a bet, while I cast a spell for you. With so many spectators gathered around, no one will notice a thing. Oh, of course, I'll honor the wager, just like any other. If you correctly predict the winner, I will reward you with something wonderful.
As expected of the Chorong merchants. My body's all the way over there, but somehow I'm standing before you. Truly a mysterious spell, Mjolp.
Oh, how can you stand there in turtle awe at a time like this? What do we do now, Turt? Run like this for the rest of our Turton lives?
There's truth to what they say about saving someone from drowning, and they demand you save their baggage too, it seems.
Save me from drowning? Take a good look at me, Turt. That's like saying you saved an earfolk from tripping into the air.
Every word out of your mouth is so frustrating. You ruined my peaceful exile, Mjolp!
You see, I received a decree from the Dragon King, Turt. I was instructed to monitor the princess exiled to the mainland.
But it seems the princess escaped, Mjolp. Perhaps she found it hard to listen to Mr. Turt's painfully slow nagging.
Despite my better judgment, I swallowed my pride and asked for help, Turt. And Miss Meow, she made a big fuss about getting that scroll from the Chorong Merchant Guild.
Everything was going hoppingly, but I ended up reading it backwards, Mjolp. So instead of the princess, baby Vel got transported to the sea palace, Mjolp.
She's a big fish from a far-off sea. Way too big to eat, Turt. She froze the water veins, causing wild waves to wreak havoc.
People can tell the...
can tell the Dragon King is flopping furious, so they're sending innocent humans below the surface as sacrifices. Is this some sick joke, Milk?
But Miss Mio, you filled my shell with all sorts of lies before. Like how you left your liver up on the mainland, turd? Could it be that you intentionally sabotaged things again, turd? Was this all part of some scheme to put the Sea Palace in danger?
What? What are you meowping about? It doesn't make any sense, Meowp. Did you lose your brain somewhere in that big empty shell?
Oh no! The Chodong merchant spell is wearing off, turd! Oh, traveler, I forgot to mention something.
Oh, if you spoke any slower, your words would come out backwards. I'll tell them. The princess has been turned into a puppy, Meowp. We must bring the princess back, Meowp. I am so sick of running.
Now I understand what they were trying to do. How long must they keep running, you ask? How auspicious. Will you place your bet on the fleet-footed Miss Mio or the steady Mr. Turt? How auspicious.
Miss Mio's apprentice. That's... There must be some... Traveler! Traveler! Remember me from Butte County, Meowp? You've gotta help me save Miss Mio! Have you seen Miss Mio hopping around the Sea Palace? That cunning Mr. Turt tricked my kind teacher into coming here. They want Miss Mio's liver to cure the Dragon King's illness! Those cruel shell folk getting her blood pumping to freshen up her liver. Meow. They took my rescue plan when I got caught. It must be somewhere in the palace. Please find it, Meow. Miss Mio hasn't been seen at the Rose Bay School for several days, Mio. I was on the way to invite her to Sangun's birthday party when that pea-pants Ming-Su showed up and told me a hair-raising tale. Miss Mio hopped into the sea with Mr. Turt. Floppin' ridiculous, Mio. So I hopped over to her place and found a book that Miss Mio seemed to have been reading just before she left, Mio. The Dragon King needs a rabbit's liver to get better, Meow. But how does it end? There must be a reason why she left it open to the part about the liver, Meow. What? Wait, just a thumping sec.
dragon, Meow. This book is definitely a cry for help. My teacher's calling for her one and only apprentice, Go Young, for help, Meow. Stay calm, Go Young. Just stay calm. Think. How can I keep her liver safe, Meow? Oh, I should go tell the king that rabbits roam around without their livers. Go Young, the star of Pio County. Oh, how amazing she is. Meow.
Feel free to ask me anything. I know every bump and bubble in the sea palette. You've come from the surface.
Did I write that rabbits roam around liverless? Meow. Ah, I remember now. I got so shocked I completely forgot. Meow. Oh, great and ailing Dragon King, your majesty! I, the humble Go Young, from a land beneath blue skies with white shores. Please forgive me, your majesty, but I happened to overhear your counsel. With my exceptional hearing, that a rabbit liver can heal you, Meow. Alas, great Dragon King, Miss Meow's nearly deaf and is missing most of her teeth. Wouldn't my nice, young liver be better medicine than that feeble old rabbit's? Meow. But you see, I love jumping. I'm so good at it, a liver would just weigh me down. So, I keep my liver in Miss Meow's storage shed, Meow. So, would your majesty allow me to take Miss Meow to the surface and come back?
Go Young, was it? You can't fool me twice. Look behind you, Go Young. Your master, Miss Meow, already used that pathetic excuse ages ago. I thought I'd missed my chance, but behold, a fresh liver has walked right up to me. Stop standing around! Toss this audacious rabbit into the dungeon!
Something I missed. Otherwise, Traveler, remember me from... Oh, you mean that? Oh, Traveler, you're the sweetest. To be honest, I'm flopping terrified of being killed. Meow. So please help me out, Meow. Besides, there's one other person supporting me, so that should make things a hair easier. Jim-Jum, a girl who threw herself into the sea for her blind father. Because she was so diligent and capable, she became the sari flower caretaker, Meow. Blood sari, breath sari, flesh sari, and bone sari flowers. You must have heard of that. She'll mix rabbit fur with the sari flowers to create a fake Goyang, Meow. You, Traveler, are going to become the fake Goyang. make a ruckus trying to flee the Sea Palace, Meow. Distract the soldiers and give me an opening to escape. If you get caught, don't worry about it, Meow. You'll be gone, and all the king will be left holding is a delicious liver made of the finest rabbit turds. Meow. When everything is done, meet me at Gusan Cliff. Shimchong once said that there's a way back to the surface from there, Meow. Let's go return to the Rose Bay School together, Meow. We're going to make another plan to rescue Miss Meow, Meow.
Feel free to ask me anything.
Shimcho stepped out for a moment. What do you want? Oh, new medicine? If that's what you... What kind of medicinal herb is this? Well, I'm sure it's
What a clever move. Alrighty, I'm giving up the old house, so give me the new one. Oh dear, another one. Here we go again. Are you also looking for Goyang, traveler? Ah, so I guessed correctly, it seems. The look on your face says it all. You can say that Goyang did come here, I suppose.
Well, she has a serious memory problem, so she forgot again. Said she needed to save Miss Meow and ran off to see the Dragon King. She was this way in Biot County as well. Seems nothing has changed. The problem is, those shellfolk are rather foul fellows.
Instead of treating her with kindness and being understanding of her condition, they just teased her mercilessly without offering the slightest bit of aid.
That's right. But seeing Goyang keep coming back, it seems like the travelers really cherish Goyang.
With the Netherworld gate broken as it is, I've just been waiting here playing a leisurely game of Baduk every time I see her again. It's a bittersweet reunion. Oh dear, let's see. I'd say maybe 13? Can't be sure. Too many came and went, so I stopped counting. This is already the 14th time that she forgot that the travelers helped her to escape and went to rescue Miss Mio at the Dragon King's palace. Ah, what a clever move. Alrighty, I'm giving up the old house, so give me the new one.
do not know why Father is so angered by the idea. It's just marriage. What's the big deal? Poon is so silly. Still thinks this is all a dream. He simply won't believe that the dog was me. Poon is so silly.